What's up, Washington football team fans? It's your boy back with another video. Draft is over. A lot of people, they feel different. A lot of people don't like what we did. Some fans love what we did. Some are still upset we didn't pick a quarterback up. I'm one of those who already thought the quarterback room was straight and we could build the football team and continue to build the football team. That's what I wanted to do, and that's exactly what the staff did. Made the football team stronger, made competition stronger. At positions it needed strengthening. We handled the elephant in the room early with the linebacker position, and then we handled the other grave need early at left tackle. So we got to feel good about that. We definitely got a quality linebacker. And I know linebacker I know left tackle isn't a sexy position or a position that people get excited over, but I get excited over it. And you know why I get excited over the left tackle position? Because did you remember the Super Bowl? Did you see Tampa? Did you see what was going on? And did you see Kansas City without a quality left tackle in the Super Bowl, and you seen what went on? Their tackles got injured. They got destroyed. Mahomes got destroyed, and Brady was standing upright. This game will always be won at the line of scrimmage. It doesn't matter what receiver, what quarterback you got. If the line of scrimmage isn't right, it's not going to be right. So I'm happy we got that. And I'm also happy, of course. Oh, yeah, the cornerback, too. I wasn't happy at first when we drafted him, but as I watched his tape and as I listened to people break him down, and as I'm watching him as he's being broke down, he might be just the guy we need for our system, a good system fit guy, another quality guy. I mean, the motto for the night was position flex and culture. Period. That's just what Ron Rivera is all about. He's about culture, he's about position flex, and he wants stand-up guys. That's what he wants. He wants high character guys, and we got a bunch of them. And of course, I'm excited about the wide receiver out of North Carolina, De'Ami Brown. I mean, I'm down here in North Carolina. I've seen this guy many times, and one person said, he's a one-trick pony. Well, he could be a one-trick pony for now. He's going to get coached up just like Terry got coached up. Last year, they were talking Terry being a gunner. I mean, the year before last, they were talking Terry making the football team and being a gunner. Now, he turned out to be a number one receiver, so the sky's the limits for this guy. And he can burn. Maybe not elite speed, but he has enough speed and good ball tracking to where with the people we got out there like JD and Terry and Curtis Samuel, you forget about him, guess what? It's 7 points. So, of course, I'm excited about that. I wasn't excited about the tight end, but then I understand two things. We already had a draft pick before our first round draft pick, and that's Sammis Reyes. And I think Sammis Reyes is going to do those things that we wanted out of any other tight end that we kind of probably wanted in the draft. And you got to think, the tight end we got, Big John Bates, he can block, and that's what we need. You guys want to run the football? Let's run the football. The tight end room got thicker. I think Reyes he's gonna be better than we think. And of course, Logan Thomas is already doing what he does. And then with Bates added into the room, now I'm comfortable with that room. Now, the safety out of Cincinnati, Forrest. One thing about Forrest, man, is we know that he's gonna be on the field immediately with special teams. You got to have special teams. This is a three-phase game. It's an offense, a defense, and a special team phase. You're not gonna win. You're not gonna win either without great special teams play. It's just impossible. And that brings us to the long snapper. A lot of people were upset that we went long snapper. I wasn't really mad that we went long snapper. You know why? Because 4th and 10, you on the 10-yard line, and then your long snapper botches the snap. Then that's when you think about long snapper. I don't want to think about my long snapper. I don't even want him to even cross my mind. As long as my long snapper's not crossing my mind, guess what? I'm good. So that need is always important. And who else do we got down here that I haven't? You know what? Before I go to the drafted guys, I got to go to the running back out of Buffalo, Patterson. He's a freaking joystick. Shout out to Ed Oliver, man. I wouldn't even have known nothing about this kid if it wasn't for the great Ed Oliver, the OG. But he talked about him like either last week or 2 weeks ago, and I was like, who is this kid? And I went and seen who he was, and I'm like, oh my God, this kid. But I wasn't still thinking that we're going to draft him or anything like that. My mind wasn't even on that. I was just what we was going to do in the first round at that time. But this kid's another guy that can help the football team. He's a bowling ball. You know what a bowling ball does when you roll it. And almost all his plays is big plays. So I'm not saying that that's what he's going to do when he comes here. But if we can get that in the mix, I think he'll be another quality added to this team. And then we got the two DNs. One from Penn State, and then we got the other kid from Baylor that did 3 years in Central Arkansas. And then he came there as a graduate player. He's a solid guy. He can be sturdy. And that brings me to the fact of we needed DN backups. I mean, we needed some guys that can give Chase and Montez a break and that can push Casey Toohill and the Williams kid, because obviously they're not satisfied with that. And I'm really not either. I did see some flashes from the Williams kid. Maybe these drafts can push his level up because it's all about competition. May the best man win. Now we got 4 guys that's going to compete. 2 guys that's coming back from last year, plus these 2 guys. They say Shaka gets after the quarterback. I heard Louis T said he's making the football team, if I'm not mistaken. He said he's making. And then that takes me to the BYU wide receiver. I don't know if he's going to make the team or not, because we got a pretty stacked wide receiver room. It's even got more crowded. You got to think, we just added Curtis Samuel. We added Humphreys. We drafted Brown. And then we got guys that's still on the roster from last year that didn't even get to even crack the surface, like a Golden Gandy Golden. So hey, may the best man win. That's all I can say. It's heating up in that receiver room. But we do know this. We know Terry's spot is safe. We know Curtis' spot is safe. We know Humphrey's spot is safe. We just drafted Brown, so we know his spot is safe. I mean, Gandy Golden. Who else? Cam Sims, Steven Sims, all those other guys. Y'all going to be battling for that last spot. It's going to be kind of like Batman when the Joker said, man, I only got room for one more guy on the team. And he split the pool stick in half and said, hey, go for it. Hey, but hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that share button. Good blue collar draft. And hell to the football team.